What's going on, guys? It's Revibe, and we finally got DLC 3 here on Xbox One, and I gotta say, I'm actually kind of pleased with this. I think this is probably one of the best DLC packs that we've gotten for World War II. Not in general, but for World War II, I definitely think this is one of the best DLC packs, and kind of one of the pretty good events. I felt like this event went really well, the United Front event. I felt like the DLC really kind of lived up to expectations. There are a few problems with it, as no DLC is perfect, and you know, we're gonna kind of break that down in this video. We're gonna talk about mostly the multiplayer maps. I'm not gonna touch on zombies like I normally do with all my reviews, but if that's something you guys want to talk about, then let me know. Then I'll talk about zombies in a different video. But I'm just saying that I'm not really gonna go into that because, well, I'm not a zombies channel. I'm mostly a multiplayer channel. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Anyway, let's go ahead and start off from my least to favorite maps. We'll touch on war mode at the very end. Let's go and start off with the least favorite map. I think, in my opinion, is Market Garden. It's a good map. It's just, I feel like I'm not a big fan of just the indoors setting. Very interesting concepts, though, don't get me wrong. It is a really nice idea, and I do have some friends that like it. Me personally, I just think it's not the best map out of the DLC pack, just because I would rather have more outside engagements rather than just inside. Now, this map is definitely good for airborne and SMGs and shotguns, as they do dominate in this game. So it is very fast paced, and I do normally like the fast paced, you know, game mode and stuff. But I don't know, this map to me, I like it, but at the same time, it's just a little weird. Now, I'm not saying it's the worst map of the whole World War II, but for this DLC pack, it's my least favorite, and I think that, you know, well, it's a good map. It's just not there for me. For the second worst, or least second, like in the middle, I guess you can say. I don't know. Number 2. I think the okay map or the pretty good map. I don't even know. But Monte Casino is the next map that I think is pretty good. I actually enjoy this map quite a bit, to be honest. The thing that makes this not my most favorite map out of this DLC pack is just the levels. There's a lot of highs and lows, so you're really gonna not just have to look down and straight in front of you and, you know, your surroundings, but you're definitely gonna have to look up a lot. And if you're up on top of, you know, roofs and stuff, you're gonna have to be looking down most of the time and checking your back a lot. So there's a lot of movement to be, or a lot of surroundings that you would have to be checking, just because, you know, it's very uneven. But then again, it's a very interesting map. It's a very unique map. There's a lot of cool flanking opportunities in that map. As with all 3 of these maps, they all have very good flanking opportunities, which we'll get into in a later portion of this video. But Monte Casino is actually a really good map. Just, once again, I think it's a, you know, in number 2 spot for me because, well, it's just there's too many levels, you know, it's too many highs and lows, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but the map does look pretty good. The background looks like plastic and atrocious, but other than that, the map itself looks pretty good, and I can deal with it. I think it deserves a number 2 spot. For the number 1 spot, though, is none other than Stalingrad. I think this map is just pretty good. I really enjoy this map. This is probably one of the best maps in World War II. Like, I would say, I would go ahead and give this the best map in the whole game title because it's really fun. I think that, you know, it has a lot of great flanking opportunities. It has a lot of interesting spots. It has a nice sewer system, which is kind of cool, which is only like one part of the map, but you can't really camp there for all those campers because there's like a big hole in the middle where you can just put a glide bomb in and take everyone out. It's a very good map. Hardpoint plays perfectly on that map. I feel like Hardpoint is a really good spot, or a really good game mode for that map, as there's a lot of good spots to kind of get good shots on if you're a competitive team and you play all that stuff. There's a lot of cool spots where you can get on head glitches and just stop the other team from getting into the hard point. I think that's very awesome. All guns do play very well on Stalingrad. SMGs, shotguns, snipers, you know, you name it, they all play very well in this map. I think this map is just very versatile. It suits all play styles. If you're a running gunner, there's a lot of cool, you know, fast pace and close quarter combat on the side. If you're a sniper or a rifle player, conservative player, there's a lot of that in the middle. It's just, I think this map is just very good. I think Stalingrad is a perfect example of a Call of Duty map, I feel like. I could be wrong, maybe you guys will not agree with me on this, but I think that's a really good map. It's one of my favorite maps out of the whole game, and it's just a good map in this DLC pack. For all these maps though, they're all really good, like I said. I think DLC 3 is definitely the best DLC pack we've gotten for World War II, and I hope that DLC 4 will top it. And I'm kind of excited for DLC 4 because it should be coming in pretty soon, as Black Ops 4 is only about 2 months away. and I'm pretty sure DLC 4 should be coming out here in a couple weeks, to be honest. So they might be a little rushed, but I hope it still tops DLC 3, as DLC 4 is the closeout. That's going to be the last DLC for World War II. At least that's what we think, unless they pull a Black Ops 3. But, you know, for now, DLC 4 will be the last DLC, so hopefully they can, you know, let us go with a big old bang. Just give us some of the best maps that they have been waiting, maybe in a little extra bonus map or whatever. But DLC 3 really good, at least the multiplayer maps. They all are very versatile. They all have a lot of good flanking spots, which is something I want to touch on, which I think is what this game needed. These maps, they all have very nice flanking opportunities, different routes you can take, which I think is awesome. They still stay true to their 3-lane system, which I personally like the 3-lane system, but they give you opportunities in areas to kind of cut into the middle. So if you're going through the left, but you want to quickly cut into the middle to kind of surprise the enemy, you can do that. There's multiple spots to do that. So it allows for a lot of different types of game styles or game plays. It's just, I think all these maps are very good for that, or in that aspect of flanking. They all give you that great opportunity. So everyone kind of has that equal chance of flanking one another, unless, you know, and well, it gives you the kind of mindset of, okay, let me watch the flank, let me make sure no one's getting there, and if you can do that, you can control the flanks good, then you'll just get nothing but kills. I personally like that. I know a lot of people might not, but that's what all these maps do have in common, and I think that that's great. They all flow pretty good. All right, so now, last but not least, we have the war map, Operation Supercharge, which is honestly a stupid name. It could have been, I think Operation Desert would have been cool, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'm just putting out random names, but Operation Supercharge, to me, in my opinion, is not that good of a name. This map is actually, I'm gonna go, it's on and off for me. It's on and off. The very first beginning part, in which you drop from the airplane and stuff, I think that's cool. That's very cinematic in some ways, and then at the same time, it's not very cinematic because of the graphics of this game, but it's just very cool. I really like the first part. That whole first area is just probably one of the best looking parts of this map. And I wouldn't mind that being a map of its own, because it's so good. It's just really good. And it's quite easy. So in the first part, all you gotta do is capture these supply drops that give you ammo and stuff. You just capture 3 of them, and then you move on to the next part in which you have to destroy a bridge. Now that's the part I really don't like, because for the defenders, you have the biggest advantage I think. I feel like that advantage is just huge, because for the defenders, there is nothing but head glitches for the defenders on that second part. It's kind of, it's crazy. It's honestly stupid. Like, for the attackers, you only have a few rocks to kind of, you know, get behind cover and stuff. So I'm not a big fan of the second part. The last couple parts, which is basically just raising the flag, I think that's kind of cool. It gets a little boring at times, but at the same time, not so. At the same, you know, it's just, I don't know. That last part is kind of good, and I can deal with that a bit, but it's a little off. So that's why I say the war map is a little on and off. It starts off very good and very strong, then you just kind of drop down to the second part, which I really don't like. And then the final parts of the flags, I think they're just kind of fillers, to be honest. I really don't feel accomplished when raising the flag, and it does get difficult each time you go through the flag, so I guess that's cool, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. Of that, at least. But in all, I think the DLC 3 is actually really good. I think this is probably the best DLC pack we've gotten so far. Hopefully DLC 4 can top it. Let me know what you guys think if you've played these maps already. Do you love them? Do you hate them? What do you think about them? Just let me know down in the comments below. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. I think we're 1 sub away from 70 subs, and I'm planning something kind of big for 70 subs as well. I'll have more info on that once we get to it. And yeah, it'll be pretty fun and awesome. So thank you guys, and also thanks for everyone who came out to the stream. I think it was 2 days ago or a day ago. I don't even know. But thanks to everyone who came out to the stream, supported, was in the chats. It was a great time, it was a blast. I'll try to schedule some more streams. I'll let you know down on Twitter though, if I'll be streaming some of those days. So definitely follow me on Twitter. There is a link for that down in the description below. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next video.